In Return is the latest album by Odesza. We are joined by Clay and Harrison of the duo. Gentlemen, welcome back to San Francisco.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
I gotta apologize, I did not catch your set at Coachella this year.
It's all good.
You guys played at 11:45, and
It's like during Skrillex or something.
I was gonna say, I had to make
acts.
sure I had the list correct. Skrillex, Nas, Muse, and Pet Shop Boys.
Yes.
I didn't think anyone was going to be there.
Believe me.
I heard good things.
Yeah, it went well.
Was there nudity involved?
Was there nudity?
Yeah. At that point, you know,
not from
Saturday
us.
night at 11:45.
Things get a little weird, that's for sure. There was like a big crowd like dancing on stage, so
yeah,
that was
strange.
definitely interesting.
I'm really surprised it went so well, since we didn't have our new computers at that point.
Yeah.
Which were kind of messing with us before. But yeah, I'm really glad it did.
I'm very happy for you guys. I'm hoping that you guys can graduate from the Do Lab to, you know, one of the tents.
Yes,
Hope so.
yes. Fingers crossed.
One thing that I find incredibly fascinating, and I totally respect you guys for, is that when you perform live, you actually perform live. So with that, how much different can each set skew?
It can be quite a bit. Like last night was our kind of first time really running through the set in front of a crowd, and things on the fly change often. Like we'll practice and rehearse, but always, it always ends up kind of being a little different from set to set, because how it's set up and allows a little more free form and us to kind of jam on stuff if we really wanted to. So yeah.
Is there any freedom, any wiggle room when you're totally just feeling the vibe and you're just like,
yeah.
oh man, I'm just gonna keep going with this?
Yeah, we can just keep looping stuff, keep trying, swap sounds in and out, use drums from other tracks, use vocals from other tracks. It's really just allows you to do whatever you really want.
Yeah.
It's just what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, I think the best stuff that we've played out live were like happy accidents that we found out messing up on another show.
Yeah.
So it's like we blend a lot of like different songs together to try to like build them into each other so the transitions are seamless. So I think it's a lot of us experimenting with what goes with what.
I understand that you guys have been friends for a while, it goes back to college and so forth. How deep is that friendship in terms of when you're on the road and hanging out?
Oh, you
Like,
got
are
it.
you
We're
guys-
like brothers at
Yeah,
this point.
basically
Yeah.
it's family at this point, especially along with that the rest of the crew. I mean, we are together day in and day out, sitting in the car, eating together. It's so if you don't like each other,
Yeah.
it's gonna be rough. So you got to definitely build that bond and.
Are you Snapchatting each other and doing stupid
It's
things?
weird. It's weird when we're off the road that we even keep talking. Like we eventually get sick of each other by the end of 6 weeks, but it's like a day later, everyone's texting and doing group chats and whatnot. So.
There's no way out. It's too,
There's no way
it's too
out.
deep. All the people we have basically hired to work with us too are all like longtime friends. So it just feels like a big family touring together, really.
Yeah. So between the two of you, then who has better luck with the dating scene, and who's the wingman?
Well, we actually both just turned single within the last 2 weeks.
Oh
So-
wow! So this is perfect time
here
to
we
ask
go.
us the
This is the
question.
start of
Yeah,
it.
it's in the testing process.
Well, who would you say? Like each one of you would say would be the one that would be able to attract the girls.
Well, we have a photographer that's extremely attractive, so he tends to do pretty well in that arena, and he'll usually just scout it out. And then,
Oh.
and hopefully things go well.
So it's kind of like the old school days where he's the roadie that would kind of filter out the girls, like you.
I don't want to say that, but yeah, it's kind of that way, I guess.
Come on, this is what the layman wants to hear, right? You guys are on the definite upswing, and we really enjoy your music.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah.
Best of luck to you guys.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
And let's get an update on your dating life
Yeah,
next time around.
Snapchat us.
We'll
Please.
see. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
I'm living vicariously through you because you guys are awesome.
Thank you,
so
man.
much.
The album is called In Return, Odesza, right here on B-Sides On Air.